Can you imagine if I come all the way and it's just a big joke? From May to July, I'd be living 9,500 kilometers away from everything and everyone I know. This, guys, is a 3-month modeling contract. Exciting! Oh yeah, but when it's your first one, it's scary. Especially when you know how I got that modeling contract in the first place. So regarding that modeling contract, there was just so many things that were pointing to a scam. The agency website was outdated, the way some parts of the contract were written, the fact that I would have to pay for my own airplane tickets. Usually it's advance, meaning that it's paid by the agency and deducted later from your income. But no, this one wasn't. I've asked for people's opinion and actually a lot of them discouraged me to go.
Oh, hell no!
Yet I had met with Celine, the ex-model slash agent slash founder of Elegance, the agency I was going with in Hong Kong. Usually I'm pretty good at feeling people and I had a good vibe with her. Call me naive, but I've chosen to ignore what some people told me. I've trusted my gut, and on the 1st of May, I was boarding for Hong Kong. Now, there's something I haven't told you. My closest way to relate to leaving France and moving to a foreign country was through my older sister's experience.
A few years back, she decided to go by herself to Dublin, Ireland and find there a summer job to both improve her English and earn a bit of money during the summer. Through a forum, she met with a girl who was based in Dublin, and that girl was looking for a flatmate. So my sister and her talked through messages and even phone calls.
Let's do this.
Everything was organized. My sister sent some money over for the deposit, and she was ready to go. So she flew there and made it to the address of the rental apartment, to only realize once there that the address simply didn't match and the apartment didn't exist.
Get the f*** out of here!
She got scammed. And of course, she had paid a deposit through Western Union, by the way, that she will never get back.
No! God, please, no!
She ended up staying at a youth hostel and made it back after only a few days.
Aww. See why I'm all skeptical about this Hong Kong trip now? Can you imagine if I come all the way and it's just a big joke? How am I supposed to trust someone I've just met once? I'd be flying 14 hours plus 3 hours layovers to a part of the world that I had no idea of. And I spent 700 euros for this airplane tickets. I was still a student, that was a hell lot of money to me. Also, my English wasn't that great at all, so I don't even tell you about my Chinese. What if I wouldn't understand people? Wait, what if they wouldn't understand me? Too many things to think about, and having a long flight coming up, I went to see my doctor before leaving to ask for some light sleeping pills, just in case I wouldn't be able to sleep on the plane naturally. She prescribed me some and recommended me to not take more than 2 at once. N'en prenez pas plus de 2 en même temps. Remember that. All packed and all set, I got driven to the airport and proceeded to my check-in.
Merci, amoureux. Merci.
Now, I may seem pretty happy and excited to go, right? Well, this is a recent reconstitution. Because truth is, after saying goodbye to my loved ones, I was desperately crying inside. This was the first time I flew out of Europe in such a big airplane and for such a long time. I didn't sleep in the first plane. I was planning to do so in the second one because I had about 7 hours until destination. So I ate a bit and tried to sleep. But I couldn't! I was both too excited and worried at the same time of what would actually happen once I step out of that plane.
I got a bad feeling about this.
So I decided to try on sleeping pills for the first time. Now remember, the doc told me, n'en prenez pas plus de 2 en même temps, to not take more than 2 at once. I've never taken any before, so I thought it would be better to just take one and wait for it to kick in.
Bye, have a great time.
About an hour later, I was still well awake. So I've decided to take a second pill. Have you watched The Wolf of Wall Street? The scene where they take lewds and wait for them to kick in?
This is bullshit.
Well, that's how I felt waiting for the second one to kick in. But I'm smart. I didn't take another one. I followed my doctor's advice and tried to simply relax.
Now we play the waiting game.
Relax. That's the perfect word to use right now. Cause Stilnox / Zolpidem / Ambien, that sleeping pill my doctor gave me, didn't put me to sleep but made me super drowsy instead. It was horrible. I had the feeling that I was occasionally napping, but I felt awake the entire time. So weird. Like the feeling that my body had died and my mind was trying to move somewhere else. Thing is, I didn't look up that medicine before leaving. I didn't read the manual, okay? I've trusted my doctor, who is certified to deliver me accurate health information and adapted treatments, okay? Right? Right? I didn't take the whole box with me, only a packet of pills, so I couldn't look for any instructions during my flight when the first symptoms occurred. And obviously I couldn't look up online because I was in the sky. If you look it up now, it says that Stilnox should be taken in one dose and not be re-administrated during the same night. Oops. Maybe I should have read the manual. It also says that the usual adult dose of Stilnox is 1 tablet, 10 milligram. Wait, not up to 2? Your doctor may have prescribed a different dose. The lowest effective daily dose should be used and must not exceed 10 milligram.
Run.
Ask your doctor if you are unsure of the correct dose for you. They will tell you exactly how much to take. Obviously. Follow the instructions they give you. But I did! If you take the wrong dose, Stilnox may not work as well. If you take too much, your consciousness may be impaired. See overdose below. If you take too much, overdose.
Immediately telephone your doctor or the Poison Information Center or go to accident and emergency at your nearest hospital if you think you or anyone else may have taken too much Stilnox.
Do I need to remind you I was 35,000 feet up in the air?
Do this even if there are no signs of discomfort or poisoning.
Oh, there were signs, believe me.
You may need urgent medical attention.
And I wasn't even aware of it. It was the first time I was taking a sleeping pill and In my knowledge, I didn't take more than what I was supposed to take. I followed my doctor's advice. So I thought it was just a regular weird process to put you asleep. Forever. If you take too much Stilnox, your consciousness may be impaired, ranging from drowsiness to light coma.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I told that story many times to my friend, but very often I skipped a part of the story that is pretty gross and not very sexy, because I guess I had a sense of pride. But for you, my friends, I'm gonna go all in details.
You're welcome.
I started feeling sick. But no, my mind was somewhere else. I wasn't rational anymore. All I wanted to do was close my eyes. Make sure to subscribe if you want to hear more storytelling like this one, because I've got some pretty funny stuff to tell you about.